agenda were combined?
Yes.
Apparently so. Not yet.
All right.
Need to hang on a second. Yes, ma'am.
Just as a little point, we see here on HDC where these two positions expire on the same date.
Mm-hmm.
I'm positive that on the Planning Commission, the enabling ordinances set that up so that the terms were staggered, and so therefore none of them would expire on the same date. I'm not sure on the HDC, but you might want to check into that, Ms. Clerk, and see if perhaps these are incorrect, because they have them expiring on the same date. I know generally speaking, commissions are set up so that their terms are staggered.
Okay, with those amendments to the approval of the minutes last time, any other comments or discussion? Mr. Tharp?
We did combine those two there, so
Okay.
that is where all that started.
All right. Mr. Tharp stated that his part of it was combined, so you can move and put that in the minutes too. All right. With that, we'll go back. I need a motion to approve as amended. Mr. Pownell.
Make the motion we approve the December 13 minutes as amended.
Okay, Mr. Pownell has moved that we approve the minutes as amended.
Second.
Need a second? Is that Mr.
Yes, sir.
Mr. DeVito seconded? All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? All right. All right, we'll move on to Commission, Committee, and Authority reports and vacancies. Ms. Joanna, why don't you go ahead and do your part? She's with the CAPC. She's going to give us an update since we're in that.
Hi, I'm Joanne Graupner, the chair of the CAPC, and I just wanted to meet with you guys and start the year off right with a little update from us. We have, as our primary goal for 2011 immediately, is to focus on the website. The website has been not what it should be, and we've entertained proposals. We'll be reviewing those proposals in our meeting on Wednesday and having some folks come and do presentations. But my number one focus is to get that website up and user-friendly and functioning and interactive the way that it needs to be to compete with other tourism sites. The second thing is that as 2011 begins, we're not simply renewing contracts from last year. As a point, in fact, we have in the past used a design and copywriting firm out of Fort Smith, and we're now accepting proposals for design and copywriting firms everywhere, but specifically locally. My interest is in trying to keep some of the CAPC money and things a little more local than they have been. So if you're interested in submitting for that, please contact Paula at the CAPC office or go by and pick up the specifications for that. Certainly everyone is welcome. I know there's a lot of talent in town, and I'd love to be able to review those proposals and consider someone here locally to get that business. And my third one is just to let y'all know that all the CAPC employees are now housed in the CAPC offices. We've expanded that office space. There's been a remodel, and no one is officing in the auditorium anymore. So it's all one big happy family. You should be able to find the people that you're looking for when you go there. And that's it for now. Are there any questions? Yes, sir?
On the website, your meeting is the 26th at 4 o'clock here. Is that correct?
Is that Wednesday?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have an agenda yet?
There is an agenda. If you contact Paula at the CAPC offices or Sheila, they can get you a copy of that agenda. Any other questions? Thank you so much.
Thank you. We have submitted some applications to each of the council members for consideration for the positions that are opening. Two of which for the Planning Commission are Beverly Blankenship, a previous council member, and Mickey Schneider, also a previous council member, who are willing and ready and able to go on to the Planning Committee. planning commission without much arm twisting. So I'll leave it to you folks to decide what you want to do with it. That's on top of the list. Yes, sir.
Since we have four, the procedure question, normally they're nominated by the mayor and we have until the next meeting to take action on.
Okay, that's why I give you the copies of the reports or the applications, because these are the folks I'm nominating. So these are for your consideration. Yes, sir.
Then I would ask that you consider identifying which positions that they're being nominated against.
They don't put on here what council or what
That's
position they're applying for. In fact, I don't think it even states on the application what position they're going to apply for. It says volunteering for planning and planning. So I can't answer that question.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir?
I think if you want to, at the next meeting, when these come up for vote, you can just, at that point in time, note which position that you want them to
Okay.
have.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on then. I just learned something. Thank you. Okay. On the hospital committee commission, we are having 3 people leave. Miss Crockett is about to leave, Mr. Fort's about to leave, and and I'm sorry I can't remember his name right now, but he's not going to re-up on his. So if anyone knows of any people willing to serve on the hospital commission, then have them submit applications to us. Mr. DeVito?
I see we have Marianne Pownell's application. Oh, you're saying hospital. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little ahead of you. Sorry.
Yeah, well, she actually put on her position 5, so we can actually talk about that one if y'all are so inclined. I just don't have the answers for the other ones. Yes, sir.
I don't know if there's anything in writing, but it does, to a degree, make a difference. Number one, the planning commission position basically expires this month. That's being nominated. The next one is only within 6 months, and then the next one is a year. And it has been, not that I'm one to say, well, that's the way we've always done it. The mayor nominates by position for consideration for the council to vote the next time on which position they're being appointed against.
Yes, sir. And I don't have those positions, so I can't answer that question. They didn't state which one on their application,
They
which
don't.
one they want.
That's up to
So,
you. Plus, I think by the next meeting, the position 2 would be 1/1/14. 3 years, right?
3, position 2, yeah. I don't have all that in front of me right now, but
No, it says 1/1/11.
I do? Okay.
I'm going by the minutes of the last meeting.
But apparently on the planning commission, 3, 4, and 5 are open.
1, 2, and 6.
1, 2, and 6 are open. Okay, they haven't expired yet.
One shows 7/1/11. Position 2 is 1/1/11, and position 6 is 1/1/12, based on the minutes we just approved.
1/1/11?
1/1/14.
I've got 7/1/11.
1/1/14.
Mr. Weaver?
Those are the expiration dates for unfilled spots
Okay.
right now. Those are unexpired terms.
Okay.
So you would be, if you
My
make a
bad.
nomination, you're nominating only until that date. And then that position would come open again. So you're only looking to appoint somebody for a very few months on a couple of those. And one of them apparently is
Yeah.
now 3 years because it's rolled over into the new term.
Okay. So, do you have your hand?
Yes, when the agenda was made for today's meeting, because 1/1/11 obviously has passed, that's why position 2 now says, that's why it has been changed to 1/1/14.
Okay.
approved the minutes of the last meeting.
Okay, so that's going to be a short-term one on position 1. Well, we've only got 2, so we'll approve Ms. Blankenship for position 2 and Ms. Schneider for position 6. And we'll still need another one for position 1. Yes, ma'am. Ms. Balance.
As far as the question of the minutes from the last meeting, as of the last meeting, which was on December 13th of 2010, position 2 would have expired on January 1st of 11. But since January 1st of 11 has already passed, that bumps it to a new term. Is that correct?
That's
Okay, then we did all
understanding
right.
it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are on the stick. Okay, that'll take care of the 2 planning commission positions. I don't have a third applicant for it, so those are my recommendations. Now y'all have to. Yes, sir.
So you're saying we have 2 more positions on the hospital that are coming up? Besides position 6?
3. Ms. Crockett, Mr. Fort, and Dr. Does anybody know? I can't remember. Pritchard, Dr. Pritchard, that's correct. And I apologize, Doc, for not recalling your name, but I've only met you one time. Yeah. So we're going to need some people to fill that one up too. So in TV land, if anybody wants to apply for that, we're taking applications. Okay, so y'all got to vote on them. I nominate them.
Next time. We'll vote on it the next time.
Next time? Okay. All right. Are we done with that one? Any other questions, any comments about committees, commissions? If not, we'll go into public comments.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
We did have one applicant for HDC that we didn't.
Oh, okay, my bad. It was Miss D. Bright.
Yes.
All right. She came in and expressed her interest in renewing her application. So we'll consider her next time also. Okay. And Ms. Pownell has reapplied for Cemetery Commission position 5. So with that, next time consider these folks. They're willing to volunteer, and I applaud them for that. Okay, now, public comments from what I see here. First on the list is Mr. James Roselle. And I've seen him out there, so I know he's waiting. James?
Yeah.
Come in here.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
You have 3 minutes, Mr. Roselle. Go ahead.
All right. For those of you who don't know me, my name is James Roselle. I'm the president of the Eureka Springs Youth Sports Association. I'm the varsity baseball coach for Eureka Springs High School. Coming to you with a request, because I know that Mr. Levine has requested money from the City Council to make improvements out there to Leatherwood ball fields. Mostly, we need a scoreboard on the soccer fields for these kids that are playing soccer, which we have several hundred kids playing soccer. Baseball, we have hundreds of kids.
Burn on that stove.
Hundreds of kids playing baseball. Some of these young men are with me tonight. At the current time, are having to play in either Green Forest, Berryville, even Huntsville, for these young men to play baseball. Some of these young men right here,
Stack up in front of.
they won without a baseball field of their own to practice and play upon. They won the Carroll County